Hey there, everyone. It's GG Sober Sun. October 17th, AA Thought for the Day. What am I going to do today for AA? Is there someone I should call up on the telephone or someone I should go to see? Is there a letter I should write? Is there an opportunity somewhere to advance the work of AA which I have been putting off or neglecting? If so, will I do it today? Will I be done with procrastination and do what I have to do today? Tomorrow may be too late. How do I know there will be a tomorrow for me? How about getting out of my easy chair and getting going? Do I feel that AA depends partly on me today? And this is a good reminder. It used to be a conviction type thing, and and I think a lot of it had to do with feeling like I had to devote every waking hour to the needs of others. Um, and it was a codependent need. Um, and, I was doing things, I found myself doing things that for others that they could do for themselves. It's just I got them in the habit of relying on me for basic things. That's called codependency, you know, and that's called learned helplessness on their part as well. And I trained them well. um, and so now this is a different. This is a different way of living, and my default setting is to isolate and or people please. And AA taught me a different way of doing things. And yeah, I was a member of AA before, but I wasn't really in AA. I allowed a significant other to convince me that I was stealing time from the family every time I went to an AA meeting. And that, that was a struggle. That hurt, you know. And so I avoided going to as many meetings as perhaps I needed. And I avoided reaching out and making phone calls because what came back to me, and I kind of own this today, but what came back to me was, oh, you got so much time for other people, but not your own family. And 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 I'm sure it says that in Family Afterward. And a chapter that I didn't read until well into sobriety, um, and it would have been helpful, you know. That's why I love book studies, because it forces you to go through the book. And do I feel that AA depends partly on me today? I'm not that important, but I can play a role. And that phrase, my part, is not about, my role in any kind of conflict. My part is the responsibility statement. When anyone anywhere reaches out for help, I take responsibility that the hand of AA should always be there. And in my case right now, I reached out to somebody this morning. I went to my home group meeting, a great book study. I think it's called On the Run, is one of the stories in the back of the book. And he talks about geographicals, on the run or on the go or something like that. Great study. And it's the first time my home group actually made it through a story, reading a paragraph, passing it on, without somebody interjecting something that they related to, because it was so well written, classical, what it was like, what happened, and what it's like now. And it was so compelling. It's a horrific story, too. but it was good, and I got to talk to a couple other alcoholics afterwards, and that's what it's all about: frequent contact with newcomers and people in, fellow travelers. I love that label, fellow travelers. Not anybody that I'm superior to or less than. There's no one in there really trying to act like they got it all together, and I love that. Meditation for the day. Today, look upward toward God, not downward toward yourself. Look away from unpleasant surroundings, from lack of beauty, from imperfections in yourself and in those around you. In your unrest, behold God's calmness. In your impatience, God's patience. In your limitations, God's perfection. Look upward toward God. Your spirit will begin to grow. Then others will see something in you that they also want. As you grow in the spiritual life, you will be enabled to do many things that seemed too hard for you before. Yeah, that's one of the reasons. I'm thinking about changing my ending sign-off phrase from look up to chin up, because when we come into 12-step recovery, there's an old timer who talks about chin dragging on the ground, and that's, I've seen that look so many times on people who are just coming to check out AA or any of the other many 12-step recovery groups that I'm involved in, fellowships. But so it's more than just looking up. It's less than looking up. It's one step below that. It's just get your chin up off the ground, basically. Chin up, which is a take courage type statement. Chin up. It's not as bad as you think it is, and it can get better. So aim up and watch yourself rise up. And that's really the bottom line. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may keep my eyes trained above the horizon of myself. I pray that I may see infinite possibilities for spiritual growth. Amen to that. Amen to that. Love y'all. Keep coming back. Chin up. Aim up. Watch yourself rise up.